Alright, I haven't been able to do much running of this RC yet because I've had a little bit of an issue with the gear mesh inside the differentials. I made one video of running it and it was a little bit embarrassing of how badly these gears were slipping inside of here. So I came up with a solution and I want to go over it and show how well it works, and it's a very simple solution. I've seen this on many people's YouTube videos as well. Just want to show an example. Now inside of this differential there's a gear on the end of this shaft that is moving with this, and that is how much play it has inside the differential, which is no good. Just check that up and down movement. Now that pitching inside of there is just not going to work for gear mesh. And this is the rear axle, and I just want to show the difference. I've already done this one. I'm moving the whole truck. Look, I'll lift the truck. It is sturdy. It's a lot better. And I already tested it. The front was still skipping teeth, and the back did not. This is a kit, so I totally built it. So, but you know, it just takes 4 screws to take this differential apart. In case you got the RTR and you don't know. It's only 4 screws, and then this whole housing comes apart, and you can slip this differential down and slide it off the drive shaft, and then you can do this little fix, and I'll show you that. Alright, I've loosened these 4 screws up here. I'm just going to work this free, and it should come right off. Alright, that's on the drive shaft, just slide it right off. And then you'll have this, and you just stick a small flat head in between here and get it until you feel it pop free, and then you can pull it the rest of the way out by hand. Alright, and this is what you're going to end up with. The gear comes off of this threaded end, which slips out, and then the gear stays on the inside. It's not actually even screwed on, it just sits on there with some threads, as you can see, and it just kind of bites down on there. This bushing right here goes on the outside of the differential housing, and there's one on the inside, which I believe is supposed to do, you know, what I'm about to fix right now. It's not quite enough. It doesn't push the gear out into the drive axle gear quite enough. This is what I picked up. I was trying to find solid washers, but they just didn't have them where I went, so I just picked these up, and I'm bending them straight and then filing them, make sure there's no rough edges. I'll show you that in just a second. You can see how that's bent. I'm just going to take a pair of pliers and bend it straight. Correction, 2 pairs of pliers. There you go. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this thing and throw some grease on it and set it down there inside of that housing. Make sure it's well greased before you put it in there, and you really need to put some grease in there before you put it together so it can keep from wearing the inside of this prematurely, as it will be reducing the amount of clearance it has inside of the differential housing. So you just want to give it an extra grease coating. So take and push this axle back in here, make sure your bushing is on this side and on the inside. And this is what you'll be looking like. Make sure you push that gear back in there really well. I mean, I used the back of that screwdriver right there to make sure I got a good hard surface to push on that gear, because it has to be flushed down on there really well. Otherwise it's just going to chew it up and destroy it as soon as you go to use it. But that gear mesh, look, it is gone. The play is gone. It is fixed, and it will work so much better. Let's get it back together. Alright, you can't complain too much. 4 screws just to get that apart and back together. And you saw it before. Here's the test. We're lifting the whole truck. And yes, it does have a little, let me hold it still. It does have a tiniest little bit of wobble, but I have to work for that. So, and the in and out, let's try to push it in and out. It's moving the whole truck. This is actually a tighter gear mesh on this one than it was on this one. So I guess it's a better fix. It is a little bit tight. There's a little bit of resistance to it, but it's not a lot. It's not significant where it's going to strain the drivetrain or anything like that. But let's do a little test run. For those of you new to the channel, painted this thing white. It was red. Got the white shocks, silver links, and I did a bed liner on this truck. Spray on bed liner. Worked out pretty good. There's a build video on my channel if you want to check that out. That is insane. Sorry, but it's the middle of the night and there's no way I'm videoing out that. But previously this truck wouldn't climb a wet turd without slipping them gears and just chewing up. You should check out my previous video and you can hear nothing but gear grinding every time I go over any debris or try to climb up anything. Let's try this one more time. That is phenomenally better. I know the climb is pretty pointless, but you get the gist of it. And that's the other flaw of this truck. That transfer case underneath this truck always hangs up. And that kind of acts like a drag brake with the way it holds that differential back just a little bit. You can kind of see it. It doesn't let it spin as freely as it used to. Yeah, it's just having a hard time on that. You can see it right there. It just hangs up on just anything it can. Oh, we made it. And all the trash in the background. Lovely. Well, man, I am very happy that I can now use this truck, because previously I couldn't drive over anything. I didn't even want to use it because I figured I would just strip the gears the rest of the way out. Oh, that was pretty gnarly. Well, it is still plastic. I'm not going to abuse it too much here. I'm going to take it outside and do a little running video soon. Now that it's running right. Alright, please subscribe and let me know if you want me to try anything. I'll do just about anything to get a subscriber. So hit me up, guys, and send me some comments, some likes, and thank you for watching. Appreciate it.